This afternoon's commencement address will be delivered by Lupe Ramos-Montigny, a woman who has dedicated her life to the education of others. Long a leader in her field, she has been a teacher, a school principal, an advocate for educational equity, and as a statewide elected constitutional officer, a member of the State Michigan Board of Education. Lupe is a longtime supporter of Grand Valley State University and an alumna. That's called a Laker for a lifetime. Please join me in welcoming today's speaker, Lupe Ramos-Montigny.
Buenas tardes, Lakers, and good afternoon to parents, guardians, friends, distinguished guests, and members of the graduating class. It is an honor to stand with you. My life in Michigan started as a migrant farm worker. Cesar Chavez, whose work was organizing people like me, taught us we cannot seek achievement for ourselves and forget about the progress and prosperity for our community. Our ambitions must be broad enough to include the aspirations and the needs of others for their sake and for our own. Many remember Cesar with a simpler quote: "Sí se puede, yes we can." Class of 2019, as I look at you and all your supporters, I can see the importance of community. You're here because others have taught you and helped you find your vision. They planted what has ripened in you. For me, the first seeds were planted in the soil of South Texas, in the Rio Grande Valley. My parents, Isidro and Maria, raised a family of 9. We had a big, noisy table, but there was always room for one more. When someone would stop by, the door would be open and another plate set at the table. That meant we had to share the little we had, and it was little. But with a plate and a glass, I learned about caring for the needs of others. My parents also planted the value of an education. They and others, like Mr. Guerra, a teacher. Now, my elementary school may have been segregated and underfunded, but Mr. Guerra dignified me and nurtured my promise. I was only 9 years old. I was in the 3rd grade when he asked me to help classmates with spelling and math. I loved it. How could I not become a teacher? What Mr. Guerra was saying to me was, "Sí se puede, yes you can." When I was 12 years old, my parents planted another value, the reward of work. To increase our family earnings, my father packed us in the back of a truck, and we came north to Michigan. And let me point out, my father had a third-grade education, but a PhD in life, traveled 2,000 miles with no GPS, no cell phone, no OnStar, no Google Maps, but we would reach our destination, no matter how remote the farm was. As we worked together side by side on the beet farms in Kaysville, Michigan in June, in cherry orchards in Old Mission Peninsula in July, my parents taught us the value and dignity of work and the determination to succeed. This has stayed with me throughout my life. What my father and mother were saying to me was, "Sí se puede, yes you can." But my two oldest brothers, they did not go north. They had started college. They were the first in our family to go. Ismael and Rodolfo were path breakers, doing what nobody else in our family had done. Like those of you who are the first in your family, my brothers reached back, pulled us along, and showed us what a harvest a vision can reap. In time, I too attended the same university. In my senior year, I was recruited by the Michigan Migrant Educational Program to teach for the summer in Lake Odessa, Michigan. Once again, I came north to share the skills, the tools the university had given me. The students I work with, they could have been my sisters, they could have been my brothers, or even me. I began to harvest the lessons of compassion, diligence, and education. My public service had begun. That summer turned into a 37-year career. Most of those years were spent as an educator in the Grand Rapids Public Schools. In 1979, I earned my Master's of Education from Grand Valley State University. Go Lakers! Working in education, I cultivated a harvest of another kind, the harvest of community action. Just as my parents had taught me the value of work, education, and caring for others, I found mentors who helped me move into the community. My mentors modeled social justice and commitment to our community and offered practical advice. There was Mayor George Hardwell and Lana Baldy, a UAW political representative, who taught me the power of civic engagement and the strength in our communities. In 2012, I was honored when I ran for the State Board of Education, and I received 1,919,047 votes of confidence. That's when I really knew that sí se puede, yes you can. Two other mentors and former migrant farm workers were Dr. Juan Olivares, a college president 2 times, and the late Marshall Chavez, a small business owner. They brought into my life Cesar's legacy of compassion, leadership, and social justice. This truly inspired me. Together with others, we established the Committee to Honor Cesar E. Chavez. We worked in partnership with local schools and universities to create scholarships that advanced the goals of our Latino students. What we were saying was, sí se puede, yes you can. Presidente Tomás Haas, Provost Maria Chimitilli, y Vicepresidente Jesse Bernal, the committee and I thank you. Together, we have cultivated the seeds to further student success at Grand Valley State and across West Michigan. On May 6th, we will reap another harvest at the Cesar E. Chavez Cinco de Mayo celebration. We will celebrate the fully funded Grand Valley State University Si Se Puede Legacy Scholarship. I am humbled and honored that this scholarship bears my name. This $3,000 endowment will support DACA recipients and dependents of farm workers who, like me, have been nourished by their families and positive role models to be the force for positive change. This is Laker leadership. With this endowment, Grand Valley State is saying, sí se puede, yes you can. Class of 2019, what seeds of public service will you plant in your communities? You now have the tools, the value of sustained effort and education, your mentors, and the need for your advocacy to make this a better world. Your involvement in community service may not make you a millionaire, but it will make you feel like $1 million. This will be your Laker effect. The fields of life are wide open for new hands to till the soil and reap the harvest for a better world. Class 2019, I say to you, yes you can, sí se puede. Go spread the Laker effect. Muchísimas gracias.
Si se puede. At this time, I invite Trustee K. Pugh Walters and Provost Maria Chimitilli to join me for this presentation. Lupe Ramos-Montigny. Lupe Ramos-Montigny has worked to advance educational opportunities for all children across the state of Michigan. As an elected member of the Michigan State Board of Education since 2012, Central Area Director of the National Association of State Boards of Education and longtime Grand Rapids Public School educator, you have made a difference in countless lives of students, families, and communities. From humble and hardworking beginnings as a migrant farm worker from Texas, you grew to become a fierce political activist for the voiceless, grassroots organizer for justice, and a passionate educator from the underserved. As a graduate of Grand Valley State University with a Master's of Science degree with emphasis in bilingual education, you share your skill and talent with a variety of nonprofit and service organizations, including the Grand Rapids Public Museum and the Grand Rapids Unity Committee. As the founder and longtime chairperson of the Committee to Honor Chavez E. Chavez, You have galvanized a community of volunteers, public and elected officials, and college and university leaders around the common purpose, ensuring that all students, regardless of race, color, income, or citizenship status, are able to pursue and achieve a quality education. Now, therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Education, honoris causa, with all its rights and privileges. Congratulations, Lupe.